In esotericism, it is known that the seven powers of the Creator, or the seven luminaries that man so looked up at the sky and had so much wonderment about, are the immortal portals that influence our minds and behavior on a mental, emotional, and physical level. The number 7 is prevalent in all of the teachings, myths, scriptures, and even daily doings, such as the days of the week. The 7 musical notes and the 7 colors of the light spectrum as well. The one infinite white light separates into 7 forms. These 7 different forms form material creation, but these 7 forces are the intelligent and personal forces known as the archetypes, or in the Christian religion, the archangels. In the East, they are known as the devas or the demigods. It's known that the demigods always see, they never sleep, they never die, they're immortal, they're portals, whereas we in the physical dimension, we have our birth, growth, and decay. Whereas the luminaries are immortal, their bodies are more subtle and of light. They've seen humanity through all of the different ages and epochs of time. The 7 chakras, also known in the Indus Valley, the esoteric traditions would meditate on the chakras, knowing them to be the internal portals to the 7 planets that we see in the sky. These are known as the 7 churches, or the 7 candlesticks before the throne of God in the mysteries of the Christian religion. This is the reason why the number 7 is so aesthetically pleasing to the eye, because most structures use 7 or 12. It's a beautiful number and in and of itself is perfection. The initiate must activate the 7 centers of the body and awaken the 7 forces of the soul that collaborate with his 12 intelligences. 12 intelligences being connected to the 12 zodiac, and the 12 zodiac being the manifestation of the internal 12 intelligences. In the Bible, these 12 intelligences appear as the 12 apostles, or the 12 apostles, which represent the 12 posts around the 12 zodiac. Once these 7 centers are activated and the lotus of the brain is fully developed, one is able to become aware of the 12 inner intelligences within and transmute their inner negative qualities of the 12 zodiac to their highest form. The first intelligent force of the creator of the universe is power. That is represented by the kingdom, and the archangel Michael, power, to be the power of God. This is the sun. The second is beauty, and is represented by love, wielded by the archangel Anael, which is Venus. The third force is foundation, which is represented by fecundity, and so ruled by the archangel Gabriel, to be able to procreate, or to utilize the sexual energy to not only create life without, but the spiritual bodies within. The fourth is justice, represented by patience. Cassiel is the archangel, and that is the planet Saturn, which helps us to understand time and space, and through utilizing time and space we gain divine patience. The fourth is justice. The fifth is mercy, which is Zachariel, greatness. Jupiter. The sixth is splendor, which is Raphael, which gives us our intelligence, also known as the planet Mercury, gives man the ability to think, to comprehend. Finally, we have Samael, the planet Mars, which gives us strength, wrath, and war, the fire to change, the fire to transmute the matter of the physical body into the prima materia of the soul. These powers and forces that are driven by the intelligent beings, these are beings, not just simply what we're told as floating orbs or masses of rock, but they're solar luminescent divine beings that are intelligent and all bestow a certain amount of influence over the sway and actions of man and all creatures in the physical realm. So it's said that these powers and forces are driven by intelligent beings. Without the strength of Samael or Mars, we would not be able to overcome certain challenges. There'd be no ability to fight, to overcome adversity. No power to protect yourself or your family against some type of harm. So we must use the power of Mars in and of itself and still back the fire. That fire that descends in Mars in a negative way that creates that temper or that bestial anger or lust. We have to work with that, utilizing the strength and willpower that planet also bestows upon us. So, we know that the musical scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, da, and then the silence, 7 notes. And then silence being 8 being infinity or the Christ. So we descend from this non-physical realm down the scale. So from that silence and beyond the silence, the personal spiritual realm, all the way down into the dense realm, and we acquire the various attributes of the 7 planets above. And finally, we arrive at the lowest point of physical matter and begin to rise up into the more subtle levels of being. So here in the physical body, we have to raise that dormant energy up the 7 chakras. Each chakra represents one of these notes. And as we ascend in our body, we will also experience that corresponding realm of existence that signifies that particular note, here and now as well as the hereafter. So the planets correspond to these 7 scale notes and the 7 powers of the Creator. Spirit starts at the highest octave and descends into the rings of Saturn, and then goes down into the physical incarnation, into the realm that we refer to as Earth. Saturn is at the top, the moon is at the bottom, and as we descend, the soul acquires different virtues and limitations, as well as attributes such as diligence, intelligence, from Mercury, subconscious tendencies from the moon, and different various impulses from Mars. As we said, moon is ruled by the Archangel Gabriel, connected to the subconscious mind. Mercury's communication, the intelligence. Venus, positive, beauty, love. In its negative form, lust and vanity. The sun represents our individuality. Mars, our impulses, anger and desire. Jupiter allows us to have luck and charity. In its negative form, we hoard and become greedy. Saturn gives us limitations, discipline, time and space, but also bestows upon us the divine patience, the divine loneliness, the loneliness that the initiate has to go through on the path once he realizes his true nature.